You walked in slow with the city on your skin, neon reflections dancing on your fingertips. I could taste the smoke mixed with your perfume, like the room knew something I didn't. Your eyes kept pulling me closer, no words but the tension got louder. The speakers hummed into our breathing, and somehow the world disappeared. I said I don't usually stay this late, but your smile made me lie again. You touched my wrist like a quiet confession, and my heartbeat lost its rhythm. I know this feeling, dangerous and sweet, like falling underwater where I still can breathe. And every second you move closer to me, I forget every reason I was trying to leave. Wrap me in your silk after midnight, hold me like the stars got no time. Your love tastes dangerous tonight, but I still want another bite. You got me losing all my balance, body shaking under moonlight. If this is wrong, then let it happen. Stay with me till morning light. Taxi lights moving outside the window, your shadow painted gold on the wall. You laugh softly while stealing my jacket, like you already own my soul. The record skipped in the background, but we kept dancing anyway. Your fingertips trace little secrets across my collarbone and veins. I asked you what you were thinking, you whispered don't ruin the feeling. And suddenly silence became music inside that tiny apartment. This feeling, dangerous and sweet, like falling underwater where I still can breathe. And every second you move closer to me, I forget every reason I was trying to leave. Wrap me in your silk after midnight, hold me like the stars got no time. Your love tastes dangerous tonight, but I still want another bite. You got me losing all my balance, body shaking under moonlight. If this is wrong, then let it happen. Stay with me till morning light. Tell me why your touch feels holy, even when it breaks me slowly. Every glance turns into gravity, pulling every part of me deeper. Maybe we were made for one night, maybe we were made forever. But right now your lips on my shoulder feel more honest than forever. The city fades behind the curtains, only your breathing fills the darkness. And I don't wanna think tomorrow, I just wanna drown inside this moment. Your heartbeat underneath my fingers sounds like songs I used to dream of. Maybe love was never fireworks, maybe love was this quiet tension. So kiss me like the night is ending, like sunrise never has to happen, like we can stay suspended somewhere between obsession and devotion. Wrap me in your silk after midnight, hold me like the stars got no time. Your love tastes dangerous tonight, but I still want another bite. talk to me like slow champagne, everywhere melting through my veins. I pretend I'm still composed, but you already know the truth. Your fingertips along my coffee cup, making little circles while you stare me down. Outside everybody rushing somewhere, but we move in another time. You ask me why I keep hiding, I laugh like it was nothing, but honestly your attention feels too good to survive. And I hate how much I need it, the warmth inside your voice, every time you say my name, I lose another choice. You're my velvet therapy, soft enough to ruin me. Every kiss a remedy, every touch a tragedy. You calm the noise inside my mind and leave me craving every night. You're my sweetest enemy, my velvet therapy. Rain kept tapping on the rooftop while your playlist filled the room. You pull me closer in the kitchen, dancing barefoot in the dark. Your hoodie hanging from my shoulder, smelling like your cigarettes, and your heartbeat against my back felt safer than religion. I should probably know better, but your love is beautifully reckless, like speeding through empty highways with the windows down at midnight. And I hate how much I need it, the warmth inside your voice, every time you say my name, I lose another choice. You're my velvet therapy, soft enough to ruin me. Every kiss a remedy, every touch a tragedy. You calm the noise inside my mind and leave me craving every night. You're my sweetest enemy, my velvet therapy. Maybe healing isn't peaceful, maybe healing looks like this. Two broken hearts inside a studio apartment, trying not to fall apart. You trace constellations on my skin while also records spinning. Suddenly all my defenses feel embarrassingly small. I spent years pretending I never needed anybody, then you smiled across the room and completely rearranged me. Now your silence speaks louder than every crowded conversation, and your hands know exactly where loneliness lives inside me. If this ends tomorrow, I still replay the night forever, because nobody ever touched me like they were scared to lose me. You're my velvet therapy, soft enough to ruin me. Every kiss a remedy, every touch a tragedy. You calm the noise inside my mind and leave me craving every night. You're my sweetest enemy, my velvet therapy. You're the ache I still choose, the bruise I call beautiful. And even if it hurts me, I'd still run back to you. The rain finally stopped outside, but your perfume stayed on my skin long after you left. You showed up wearing danger-like designer clothes, cherry lipstick stains on your cigarette smoke. Everybody want me not to get too close, but your chaos sounded beautiful. We sat inside your car, outside the liquor store. Street lights melting gold across the dashboard. You looked at me like you already knew I was gonna ruin myself for you. Your hand moved slow against my thigh, and suddenly the whole world blurred. The radio played some broken love song while your silence said much worse. You told me don't ask questions tonight, and I nodded like a fool, because your eyes felt warmer than anything truthful ever could. Maybe I like the danger, maybe I like the pain, maybe I keep confusing destruction with escape. And every little lie you tell still sounds sweet inside my head. I know you're bad for me, but I still crawl back again. Your cherry-colored lies taste sweeter after midnight. You pull me in with dirty hands and kiss me like you mean it. Your cherry-colored lies burn slow across my mind, and every time I try to leave, you make heartbreak feel romantic. You turn poison into paradise, turn lonely nights electric. Your cherry-colored lies still sound like heaven. Morning came through half-closed curtains, your hoodie hanging near the bed. I watched you sleep beside me and forgot every red flag again. Your phone kept buzzing quietly, names lighting up the screen, but you rolled over and held me closer like I was the only thing you'd ever need. I should've left right then, should've grabbed my pride and disappeared, but your fingertips touched my shoulder, and suddenly I couldn't breathe clearly. We drove downtown with no destination, windows fogging from conversation. You laughed while stealing fries from my hands like heartbreak was just another game. And maybe that's the problem, you never loved carefully. You love like setting fire just to watch something beautiful burn. Maybe I like the danger, maybe I like the pain, maybe I keep confusing destruction with escape. And every little lie you tell still sounds sweet inside my head. I know you're bad for me, but I still crawl back again. Cherry-colored lies taste sweeter after midnight. You pull me in with dirty hands and kiss me like you mean it. Your cherry-colored lies burn slow across my mind, and every time I try to leave, you make heartbreak feel romantic. You turn poison into paradise, turn lonely nights electric. Your cherry-colored lies still sound like heaven. Sometimes I wonder if you even notice how deeply you live inside my thoughts, like fingerprints on fogged up mirrors, or perfume trapped inside old jackets. You say my name softly, like it belongs inside your mouth forever, and every single warning sign starts sounding less important. I know what this is too. Lonely people pretending not to drown, using each other like medicine while secretly becoming the sickness. But when your hands slide around my waist and your forehead rests against mine, I swear the entire universe feels smaller than that tiny moment. Maybe love isn't always pure, maybe sometimes it's reckless. Maybe some people arrive only to permanently rearrange you. And even if you break me eventually, even if this ends in ashes, there's still a selfish part of me that hopes you never stop calling, because your chaos feels familiar now. Your lies feel strangely comforting, and your kiss still tastes like every bad decision I would make twice. Your cherry-colored lies taste sweeter after midnight. You pull me in with dirty hands and kiss me like you mean it. Your cherry-colored lies burn slow across my mind, and every time I try to leave, you make heartbreak feel romantic. You turn poison into paradise, turn lonely nights electric. Your cherry-colored lies still sound like heaven. Your cherry-colored lies still echo in my bloodstream, and even when I hate you, I still want you next to me. Street lights faded into sunrise, but your scent stayed in the car, like a memory refusing to leave. The ocean slept beside the highway while your fingers tangled into mine. Windows cracked to let the cold air in. Your playlist humming through the speakers. Every song sounded softer somehow when your breathing mixed between the notes. You asked me if I believe some people meet in the wrong lifetime. I laughed quietly and looked away because your eyes already felt temporary. Street lights passed like fading memories, one after another into darkness. And somewhere between silence and music, I started falling without warning. You moved through me like more water, slow and impossible to hold. Every touch leaves little ripples inside places I don't show. And I don't know where this goes, but I know I'll remember the night long after the stars disappear into morning light. You feel like moon water on my skin, cold enough to wake my soul again, soft enough to make me stay. Even when I should run away, love pours silver through my veins like beautiful and quiet rain. And every time you say my name, the whole night changes shape. You feel like moon water slipping slowly through my hands, but I still hold on anyway. We stopped somewhere near the coastline, city lights barely visible behind us. You wrapped your jacket around my shoulders and smiled like you knew me forever. Waves crashed quietly below the cliffs while your hand brushed hair from my face. You said nothing for a minute, and somehow it meant everything. I've kissed people before, but never like this. Never like the world paused, breathing just to listen. You leaned your forehead against mine, and suddenly every lonely year collapsed into one fragile moment underneath the midnight sky. Maybe love isn't loud, maybe it sounds like this, like two exhausted hearts finally lowering their defenses. You move through me like moon water, slow and impossible to hold. Every touch leaves little ripples inside places I don't show. And I don't know where this goes, but I know I'll remember the night long after the stars disappear into morning. So like moon water on my skin, cold enough to wake my soul again, soft enough to make me stay. Even when I should run away, love pours silver through my veins like beautiful and quiet rain. And every time you say my name, the whole night changes shape. You feel like moon water slipping slowly through my hands, but I still hold on anyway. The moon reflected in your eyes like something sacred hiding there. And for a second I imagined what forever could have looked like. Maybe somewhere in another city, another version of us survived. Still driving down empty highways, still laughing under neon signs, because tonight feels too perfect to belong entirely to reality. Like a dream stitched together from loneliness and desire. Your voice trembled when you whispered, "Don't disappear after this." And I wanted to promise forever, even though forever scares me. So instead I kissed you slowly, like I could preserve the moment, like memory itself depended on how carefully I touched you. The tide kept moving beneath us, the night kept turning quietly, but inside your arms time finally softened. And maybe tomorrow hurts, maybe distance ruins everything, but tonight your heartbeat beside mine feels enough to believe in love spoke. We just sat there quietly, watching the night disappear. You always call me after midnight, like loneliness had my number saved. Your voice came through the speaker softly, but still tore through me like a blade. I was sitting on the kitchen counter, cold coffee in my shaking hands, trying not to answer too quickly, trying to pretend I still had standards. You asked me what I was doing, like you didn't already know, like my whole night hadn't been waiting for your name to light up my phone. And somehow every single warning got quieter when you laughed. Every boundary I built carefully collapsed the moment you came back. You love me like a bad habit, slow poison under my tongue. I know exactly what you are, but I still let you come undone inside me. And maybe that's the tragedy. I stopped wanting something safe because your chaos feels more honest than ordinary love ever did. Beautiful disaster. Every time I heal, you pull me back after. Your touch leaves fingerprints all across my sadness, and even when it hurts, I still call it passion. You're my slow damage, the ache beneath my ribs, the fire I keep feeding, even while it burns me. Your jacket still hangs near my doorway, like you never really left, and your scent still lives inside my sheets. Long after every argument, we kissed in the middle of a breakdown, half crying, half out of breath, like two people trying desperately to survive themselves through each other. You told me I don't know how to love correctly, and God, I wish that sentence had scared me more. Instead, I pulled you closer, like broken things belong together, like maybe enough affection could fix what trauma damaged. But love isn't always healing, sometimes it's just survival. Two lonely shadows colliding inside empty apartments at 3 a.m. You love me like a bad habit, slow poison under my tongue. I know exactly what you are, but I still let you come undone inside me. And maybe that's the tragedy. I stopped wanting something safe because your chaos feels more honest than ordinary love ever did. You're my slow damage, my beautiful disaster. Every time I heal, you pull me back after. You touch these fingerprints all across my sadness, and even when it hurts, I still call it passion. You're my slow damage, the ache beneath my ribs, the fire I keep feeding, even when it burns me. Maybe we met too early, maybe we met too broken. Two people carrying storms, neither knew how to calm. Your silence could freeze entire rooms, but your kisses still felt holy, and that contradiction destroyed me more beautifully than honesty ever could. Sometimes you held me so gently, I almost believed we were healthy. Then the next night we'd be screaming at ghosts neither of us could name. Still somehow after every disaster, we always found each other again, like gravity pulling wreckage together across emotional oceans. I memorized every version of you, the soft one, the distant one, the drunk one, the terrified one, hiding behind arrogance. And maybe that's why leaving hurt so much fractures too. Even the sharp edges that cut straight through me. If healing means forgetting you, I don't know if I want recovery, because pain with you still feels warmer than emptiness alone. So if you call tonight, I already know I'll answer, even though my heart deserves something softer than survival. You're my soul damage, my beautiful disaster. Every time I heal, you pull me back after. Your touch leaves fingerprints all across my sadness, and even when it hurts, I still call it passion. You're my soul damage, the ache beneath my ribs, the fire I keep feeding, even while it burns me. You're my slow damage, and maybe I'm yours too. So burning hearts, pretending this is love. The sun came up through dirty windows, and I still hadn't slept, just replaying your voice like a wound that sings. I found your lighter in my winter coat, hidden deep inside the pocket seam. And suddenly the room got smaller, like memories still lived inside fabric. Outside the city moved normally, people laughing under restaurant lights, but I stood frozen in my apartment, holding proof you once loved me. Your record still lean beside my speakers, your handwriting still stains my books, and every tiny harmless object feels loaded now. I thought time would erase you gently, like waves smoothing footprints from sand, but some people leave permanent marks, no matter how softly they touched you. You disappear without a warning, but traces of you still remain, like invisible tattoos underneath my skin and veins. And no matter where I run, your ghost keeps following me, inside songs, inside dreams, inside every quiet thing. You left invisible tattoos all over my body and mind. Now every midnight highway still somehow leads back to you. Your fingerprints still live inside the way I love, and every new person after you feels temporary somehow. You left invisible tattoos, and they still ache beautifully long after you disappear. I tried kissing someone new last weekend, soft lights, expensive wine, fake smiles, but halfway through the conversation I caught myself comparing everything to you. The way they laughed wasn't reckless enough, their touch didn't spark electricity, and suddenly I hated myself for still belonging emotionally to someone gone. Do you still drive past our old coffee shop? Do certain songs still ruin your mood too? Or am I the only idiot still carrying us around like unfinished poetry? Your favorite hoodie finally lost your scent, and somehow that hurt more than expected, because memories fade quietly before hearts are ready. Sometimes healing feels insulting, like betraying what once mattered, so I keep reopening old wounds just to feel close to you again. You disappear without a warning, but traces of you still remain, like invisible tattoos underneath my skin and veins. And no matter where I run, your ghost keeps following me, inside songs, inside dreams, inside every invisible tattoos all over my body and mind. Now every midnight highway still somehow leads back to you. Your fingerprints still lit inside the way I love, and every new person after you feels temporary somehow. You left invisible tattoos and they still ache beautifully long after you disappeared. Maybe some people never fully leave. Maybe love changes form instead, turning into echoes, turning into habits, turning into tiny aches at random hours. 'Cause even now, when rain hits the window softly, I still expect your message like my body memorized your timing. And I hate how easily your memory still destroys me. One song, one scent, one passing resemblance in a crowded room. But maybe that's what real love does. Maybe real love rewires you permanently, leaving invisible marks across every future version of yourself. I used to think healing meant forgetting. Now I think healing means carrying in the pain differently, learning how to breathe even while certain memories still bleed. And honestly, a small selfish part of me still hopes you think about me too at impossible hours of the night. 'Cause if I'm still haunted by you, I hope somewhere you're haunted by me too. You left invisible tattoos all over my body and mind. Now every midnight highway still somehow leads back to you. Your fingerprints still live inside the way I love, and every new person after you feels temporary somehow. You left invisible tattoos and they still ache beautifully long after you disappeared. Invisible tattoos hidden underneath my soul, proof that some people never really let go. The city lights blurred through the window as another sleepless night began. And somewhere inside the silence, I still heard your name. The city looked unreal through tired eyes, neon bleeding softly into rain. Your hand rested loosely on the steering wheel, while silence filled the space between us. We drove with nowhere left to go, just chasing empty streets at sunrise. Like maybe movement could delay the ending, waiting quietly ahead. Your profile glowed beneath the traffic lights, beautiful in the saddest way. And suddenly I understood, some people arrive only to change you forever. You asked me, do you think we'll remember this? And I almost laughed, because forgetting you feels impossible already. Every little moment tonight feels heavier somehow, like the universe knows we're standing at the edge of goodbye. And I don't wanna say it out loud, because endings become real once spoken. So instead I just hold your hand tighter inside the fading dark. Stay with me until the lights melt into morning, until the sky forgets the stars, until our shadows disappear. Stay with me, like this night belongs forever, like heartbreak doesn't exist outside this car. And even if we lose each other after tonight, I'll still replay your voice for the rest of my life. We stop beside the empty overlook, the ocean moving somewhere underneath. Cold wind tangled through your hair, while distant buildings flickered gold. You leaned against me quietly, like exhaustion finally caught us both. And for a while, neither of us tried pretending we weren't terrified, because love isn't always enough. Sometimes timing destroys beautiful things. Sometimes two people connect deeply right before life pulls them apart. Your eyes are glassy in the moonlight, like you were trying not to cry. And honestly, that almost broke me more than losing you itself. I wanted to memorize everything, the shape of your hands, the rhythm of your breathing, the warmth beneath your jacket, the way your voice softened when saying my name. Because some moments deserve preservation, even when they can't survive. Every little moment tonight feels heavier somehow, like the universe knows we're standing at the edge of goodbye. And I don't wanna say it out loud, because endings become real once spoken. So instead I just hold your hand tighter, inside the fading dawn. Stay with me until the lights melt into morning, until the sky forgets the stars, until our shadows disappear. Stay with me, like this night belongs forever, like heartbreak doesn't exist outside this car. And even if we lose each other after tonight, I'll still replay your voice for the rest of my life. Maybe love was never supposed to last forever. Maybe some people exist only to awaken sleeping parts of each other. Because before you, I moved through life half numb, pretending loneliness was independence, pretending emptiness was peace. Then you arrived like neon in darkness, soft chaos, warm danger, a heartbeat loud enough to wake every hidden feeling inside me. And now the thought of losing you feels like watching an entire universe collapse quietly, without anybody else noticing. I wish we had more time, more rainy nights, more pointless strides, more sleepy conversations at 4 a.m., more versions of us that never had to end. But maybe that's why tonight hurts so beautifully, because we know exactly how precious it is. Because temporary things sometimes shine the brightest. So if this becomes a memory tomorrow, promise me one thing, don't remember me as sadness. Remember me as the girl who loved you with everything she had left. And I'll remember you as the reason ordinary nights started feeling cinematic, until the lights melt into morning, until the sky forgets the stars, until our shadows disappear. Stay with me, stay when this night belongs forever, like heartbreak doesn't exist outside this car. And even if we lose each other after tonight, I'll still replay your voice for the rest of my life. Stay with me until the lights melt completely, until the sunrise steals the moon and turns us into memory. The first sunlight touched the ocean slowly. You looked at me one last time, and somewhere between heartbreak and peace, the night finally ended.